Hello guys, in this video I'll be showing you how to create read more and read less using JavaScript. What I really mean is this. Let me show you. Here is the paragraph, but this is not the complete paragraph. We have a read more button here. So this tells us that when we click this read more button here, the read more button will direct us to the main page where we can read the complete paragraph. This is exactly what I will be showing you in this video. So let's get started. I will be using Visual Studio Code. So this is my title. My title is between the between the title tags, sorry. And then the second tag would be style. So I'm going to use this one later. And here between the body tag, where the main paragraph will begin, we use p tag here, and then go to the popular website to copy some text there, litson.com. So I'm going to copy this paragraph. I need two paragraphs, but I will copy the first one and then go back to copy the second one. So this is my first paragraph. Before that, before the p tag, I will start with a div tag here. So I place the p tag, which is paragraph tag, in between the div, then place my text, my paragraph text that I just copy between the p tag. Now that I've done this, I will use the attribute class for the div, and the property will be shorten. Then after the first paragraph here, let me reduce this. After the first paragraph that I just copied a while ago, I will place my span tag here, span. Then the property of this span, the attribute will be the ID, and the property will be less. Now I have done this, so I will go for the second paragraph. I will go to the site, to the website again, to copy the second paragraph and place the second paragraph in between the second span that I'm going to type now. Span tag again. I have another span tag here. So I will place the text. The second paragraph, sorry. And before I go to copy that, I will use the ID, and the attribute will be, the property will be more. And copy the second paragraph. Let me go down here and copy this one. and then place the paragraph in between the span tag. Place it here, and then reduce the length. Okay. So let me reduce the size of the editor here, the text editors, to 25. Okay, I think we can see it now better than before. Yeah. Now that I have this, I'm going to place the button where the user will click and direct it to the, and then in order to open the full page of the paragraph, sorry. So something like this. I will create something like this, and I place it here just after the second span tag. So I will type my, let me put it here, button. I will say button. Then in between the button tag, I will type read more, and the ID, the attribute of the ID will be, the property of the ID will be more. No, read, sorry, read. Yeah. Now I will save it and go to the URL, refresh it, and then see what I have done. Now I have this. Now this next thing that I'm going to do is to go to the style tag here and increase the font of the, the font. I want to increase the font so that you can see the text in the bigger size. So I will start by using the p tag, which is paragraph tag here, and then say font size. I want it to be bigger, so I can say, I don't want to use a word here, I want to use numbers, so I will increase it to 28px. Yeah. And the second thing that I'm going to do is to use the property of the class, this shorten here. So if you want to use the property of class, you will start by type dot or point, then the name of the property, which is shorten. Now that I have done this, I want to play the complete paragraph text inside this, the width that I'm going to type between the shorten, the property of the class, which is shortened here. So I will say max, it means maximum weight. I don't want to go beyond that. Maximum weight will be 800 px. So I don't need to type the height. I don't need height. But the things that I need will be two. The first one is to give moderate background not exactly white in color, and then move the complete paragraph from the edge, I mean the border side, at least little bit to 25 and 250 px between the paragraph and the edge of the browser or the border side. So I will say, let me go back. So now that I have a maximum weight, which is max 800, then the margin left, as I said before, 250 px. Now the second thing that I'm going to do is to show the, I mean to color the, I mean to give the background color. So the background color will be something like light gray or gray, light gray. Okay, now I save it. Oh yeah, this is good. Now what the next thing that I'm going to do is to increase the size of the read more button here. What I will do now is to use the name of the tag, which is button, because I don't have another button, so I can use this one to style it. I can say button, or I can also use the attribute of the ID, but let me use button. I can use, what I mean is, I can use the ID, which is red, the attribute of ID, the red, to style the button, to increase the size of the button. But I don't need to do this. I will just use the tag button to increase the size of the button. So I will say the width of the button, maybe 120 px. Let's see. And then the font size, the font size 20 px. And then in order to see it boldly, I will say the font, let me write it down below here after the font size. So the font width will be bold, yeah, like this. Yeah, we can see it now clearly. Now that I've done this, I will increase the padding of the paragraph. As you can see here, the background is light gray, and the inside the background, I mean the weight, sorry, the weight is also 600 px. Now, if you can see clearly, we see that the beginning of the length, I mean the beginning of the paragraph starts from the very close to the width, the beginning of the width. So I mean the edge of the width. So I will use padding to place the paragraph text side by side equally. So this is what I'm going to do now. So I will just say, I will come here and set the padding is 10 px. Yeah, 10 px. So we can see clearly now. Now that I've done this, the next thing that I'm going to do now is to code. I use JavaScript to code to reduce, sorry, to yeah for coding, and to reduce the text. I mean the paragraph into what I showed you last time, like this, to reduce it to this. You know, this is not the, I want to let you understand that this is not a complete paragraph and this is not a complete article. And if you click, as I said before, if you click read more, or if you don't want it, you click read less. So to demonstrate this, I will click read more for you to understand exactly where I'm going to, what I want to do. Now that I click the read more button, it took me to the next page where I can read the complete paragraph. This is exactly what I want to do, but this is not exactly, I mean, I'm not going to show you the page, but the, I'm going to reduce this paragraph into half. Maybe, let's say, the read less will start from here. This start from here, so you can see from here at the beginning, you will see something like this until here. Let me make it clear. So what I'm trying to say now is you will see the text at the beginning until here, and then when you click the read more, you will see the complete paragraph, the complete text. This is what I'm talking about. So let me demonstrate it, and then for you to understand exactly what I'm saying. So I will use the property of ID here, read, to shorten the paragraph. So I will say, if you want to use ID, you will start with hash symbol, and then you say read, the property of ID, and then display will be hidden, which is none. So if I refresh the browser, you will now understand exactly what I'm talking about. Let me, okay, sorry, not read, more, instead of read, more, not read, more. Okay, now because this is what I want to reduce, I want to cover up this. I don't want to cover the button. I want to hit this one. So I don't want you to see this one. So that's why I'm using the property of this hide more to hide the complete paragraph. Okay, so I use more, as you can see here, to hide the second paragraph. Now that I've done that, I will refresh the browser. As you can see now here now. This is exactly what I said last time here. I'll go back again in order to make everything clear. You see this one? So this is not the complete paragraph, but if you click just like what I did, you see read more, here also read more. Oh, where is it? Okay, no problem. Here also is read more. So in order for you to see the complete text, you will click this one, and in order to see the hidden text, the hidden paragraph. So this is what we'll be doing now. I will be using JavaScript to display the rest of the paragraph. So I'll come down here. Let me do something like this. Give comment, JavaScript code. Yeah. So I will start with script tag, and then between that, I will create my variable there, and then the first variable will be, where is it? Let me shorten it again. Shorten it more. Okay, well, we can see, yeah, we can see it now. You can see the complete code. So I will use less as my property, but I will use LE as my variable. So let me say LE means less. Then the document dot get element by ID, and the property inside will be less. Take note, I use less, this one, for the property of the first one, the first paragraph here, because I want to use it to less the paragraph, and then to code in order to show that, in order to say that if the Haley, which is less, is equal to none, then the less will be displayed in block. This is what I want to say. Now that I have this, I will just copy this too and then do the same thing with the rest of the two. And the third one. So I will change this property of ID, which is small here. I mean the yeah, to MO, and then change this one to more, which is the property. And the last one, which is red, I will say RA, and then rate, which is also the property. Now that I have this, I have completed the three variables that I need. 1, 2, 3. Now I need to start, I need to code it now. I will begin by saying function rate. You can give any name. I just need to make it clear by saying rate, so because we want to read anything, we want to read more or we want to read less. So it makes sense. So I say rate, and then here I will use if statement. What is going to be? I will say if NE, which is less, dot style dot display equal none, that is nothing. Then I will say L, which is less, dot style dot display equals block. What I mean by block is this. This is block. This is not inline. This is div. I place this paragraph inside the div. So it's more or less, as I say, block. But if I want to use it in another way, I can say inline, because I place the text inside this text inside the span. So it's better I use inline, but I will use block to make it clear. Because of the div, I place all the two paragraphs inside the div. So I use blocks here. And then the next one is MO, which is more. I set my MO dot style dot display, yeah, equals none. Isn't none? Yeah, it's none. It's going to be none because this time I can't see it. I can't see the second paragraph, which is this one. So I can't see this one right now because I hid it. You see, we don't see it. Now I say if the MO is none, and then the rate will be what? This one, what is going to be? To be readless. I said read dot in because I want to give test. I don't want to, so I want to write something. So I will use in HTML equals read less. It makes sense because now that I don't have my attribute, second paragraph, which is more attributes, I mean more properties, sorry, of the span here is reading. So I don't see anything here. I don't see anything. I can't see anything. I can't see the second paragraph. So it makes sense. I will say the I will say change this one to readless, isn't it? So because it's none, then I say if s. So I copy this one. I repeat the same thing. I only need to change so in opposite way. So I said if s, that is if this is not what I mean. Okay, you mean second one. So you say more block, and then you say L key uh, yeah, L is none, you're right, and then the read will be read more, isn't it? Like this. And then because we want to click the button, so you copy this one, and then place it by using the property of the not property attribute on click, and then you place the function read inside there. Now that I've done this, I will save it and then go to the browser to click the read more to show the complete text. As you can see here. Oh, there's a mistake here. So read more, it should be read less, not read more. Now that I have corrected the read more and the read less, so let's go back to the browser and refresh the browser and click read more button. Yeah, this is correct, and read less button. So let's go back to the code to show the complete code. I will start from the top, the style, and then to the body where I place the two paragraphs inside the div, and finally to the JavaScript that shorten the paragraph, divided them into two parts. So this is how to create read more and read less using JavaScript. Please do not forget to like the video, share the video, give your comments, and subscribe. Thank you for watching it. Bye.